Hey, good looking. I'm so glad you came to my kitchen today because you know what day it is. It is Instant Pot Weeknight Warriors. And today I am going to sit there and show you just how easy it is to prepare a beer braised beef brisket. So grab a hold of that vine and swing it onto my kitchen and let's get cooking. Good looking. Okay, let's quick go through the list of ingredients that we need. Now, I'm going to be cleaning my brisket because I bought a big honking one and I only need 2.5 to 3 pounds of it. You're going to be needing some liquid smoke. I have mesquite here and then I also have hickory. You decide which way of liquid smoke you want to go. We're going to be needing some celery salt. You're going to be needing some pepper. You're going to be needing some salt. You're going to be needing 1 onion. You're going to be needing a package of French onion soup mix. You're going to be needing 1 teaspoon of better than bouillon, roasted beef base. And then we're going to be needing 1 bottle of beer. And then also, the very last thing, 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce. So, with all that being said, I'm going to go and grab my beef brisket. And I'm going to go cut me off 2.5 to 3 pounds of it. Okay, I brought my scale out. Now to grab my meat. And I said we're going to need 2.5 pounds to 3 pounds. So right here's my beef brisket, and this is about 9 pounds of meat here. So I'm going to cut off a hunk, and hopefully I have enough because I have my little trusty scale here, and let's hope like heck I cut off 2.5 or 3 pounds. Spot on! 2.5 pounds. Okay, now we're gonna sit there, remove the cover, and I'm gonna put down inside the insert of the liner of the Instant Pot at least 1 tablespoon of oil. Alright, let's go ahead, remove our cover, and now I'm going to add the 1 tablespoon of oil. We're going to come down here, turn the saute button on. I'm going to allow my oil to heat up before I even allow my meat to be added. As we are browning it up, we're going to sit there and season this side of the meat with the salt, pepper, the celery salt. So let's go ahead, add a good pinch of kosher salt, give a good sprinkling of the celery salt. Just wait till it gives you that delicious aroma. A good pinch of freshly crushed black pepper. And also at this time, I thinly sliced up that whole onion. Add all that as well. I have a question for all of you. Do you have a husband out there that needs to be grounded? I know I have one here. Okay, I'm gonna flip the brisket over and we're gonna brown up this other side. I'll take you in for a close-up view. I would have liked to get it a little bit browner, but that's okay. Okay, now it's time for us to add 2 teaspoons of our liquid smoke. I decided to go with the hickory. Now, another tip. The cap here is usually 1 teaspoon. So go ahead and measure out 2 teaspoons of our liquid smoke. Ah, Leo! What's up, buddy? Go ahead, spread some more celery salt down on this side of the meat. We're gonna sit there and give a dusting of kosher salt on this side and a dusting of the coarse black pepper. Oh, does it smell like heaven in here already? And we're not even near being close to being done. Okay, you're gonna want 2 teaspoons of the Worcestershire sauce, or what my dear sister Cricket would sit there and go, "What's this here sauce?" You're gonna need 1 teaspoon of the Better Than Bouillon. And if you're using the package French onion soup mix, 1 package, but because I'm using the Amish French onion soup base, I have to add 2 tablespoons. So I'm gonna go ahead and add my 2 tablespoons. And now let's go ahead and add the 1 teaspoon of Better Than Bouillon. And then we're gonna need 1 beer. Okay, I'm coming down here, canceling the saute, coming up here, pushing the manual, and I'm gonna set the time for 70 minutes. Now, after the 70 minutes, we're gonna allow it to do natural release. Okay, the Instapot just sounded off. Now allow it to do a natural release. Alright, I'm gonna come up here and check okay, the pressure seems to be all relieved. Now go ahead, open your pressure cooker up away from you. And then we're gonna sit there and see if your meat inside is fork tender. Now if it's not fork tender, we're gonna sit there, put the cover back on, and cook it for an additional 10 to 15 minutes. Allow it to do another natural release. So I'm gonna get a fork and we're gonna sit there and test it. Okay, I'm gonna come down in here. Oh, this piece came off. Look at all that beautiful goodness. Well, I'm gonna sit there and test out. I think I'm gonna call this done. Okay, now I have a dish that I'm gonna just place my cooked brisket in, because all these beautiful juices I'm gonna use to cook some potatoes in. But again, let's give you a look at the beautiful juices, and that's also going to be our gravy. So I'm going to place some tin foil over the top of our roast and allow it to rest for 10 minutes. I'm going to cook some potatoes in our Instant Pot. Okay, I cut my potatoes all up. I put them in the inside of the Instant Pot with all the juices from our Beer Braised Beef Brisket. Now, I'm going to come down here, push the manual, and I'm going to set the time for 3 minutes, and then we're going to do a quick release. So let's go ahead, put our cover back on, make sure our valve is sealed, and I'll see you in 3 minutes. The Instant Pot just sounded off, so let's go ahead, come up here, and we're going to do a quick release. Okay, now that our Beer Braised Beef Brisket has rested for 15 to 20 minutes to allow some of the juices all to go back into the meat, I'm going to sit there and remove, there's a fat cap, and right here it all is. So I'm just going to come on the roast here, and I'm just going to remove all of this fat cap until we get down to the meat. So I'll be right back as soon as I'm done removing this fat cap. Now that I removed all that fat cap, okay, let's go ahead, remove the lid. Remember, open it away from you so you do not get any steam burns. I have a strainer, and I already removed the tin foil from our pan. Ooh, look at them potatoes. Oh my God. My son's gonna be so happy. He loves potatoes when they're cooked like this. So I know I'm gonna have one very happy camper. Okay, I'm gonna finish removing all the potatoes. Look at that goodness of that Beer Braised Beef Brisket. Now, with the juices that are left inside of my Instant Pot here, I'm going to sit there and make some gravy to go over the potatoes and to go over our Beer Braised Beef Brisket. Okay, I went ahead and I made a cornstarch slurry, which is like 2 tablespoons, and I like to do it with 1/4 of a cup or more of water. Go ahead, put that all down inside, and then we're just gonna stir until all the juices inside the insert here sit there and thicken up to your desired thickness. Now, how thin do you want your gravy, or how thick you want your gravy? You decide. I have enough of a war in this household. Half of my household likes thick gravy, the other half loves thin gravy. So I kind of like to have it somewhere in the medium. And there you go, my little Instapot Weeknight Warriors. That's how easy it was to make Beer Braised Beef Brisket. So please give me a thumbs up. Be sure to share. And if you're not yet a subscriber, go up, hit that subscribe button, tap that little bell. That way you'll always be notified every time I put out a new video. But most of all, here's to happy cooking, but better yet, happy eatins'. Y'all come back now, you hear? And there you go. That's how easy it was to sit there and make Beer Braised Beef Brisket for supper. Now, I'm going to sit there and go ahead and put some gravy over my potatoes here. And I like to have a little bit over my meat. So, bon appetit. Happy eating.